Hey, what's up, guys? I had to jump on here and share with you guys an experience that I had yesterday at the end of the day of what not to do. I was speaking with a good friend of mine, somebody in my warm market, somebody that's one of my really good friends that's like part of the family. And I had already been speaking to her for a few days. And she's trying to help me get an account with a company that she used to work for before. But it is a big company. It's a big account. There's a vetting process that you have to go through before you can even become a vendor of theirs. She's putting me through this, but she's asking me questions. For like 2 days, she's been asking me questions here, questions there, and asking me questions. And late last night, and everything, here's my point. Everything that was going on was via text message. I was going back and forth with her via text message for 2 days. And then last night, real late, it was around midnight, which is just goes to show you how much this woman cares, that she was almost at midnight trying to help me, and she sent me over a question of some information that she needed, and I got annoyed and I got frustrated, and it happened because I didn't have the answer that she needed at that particular moment. I already got the answer for her, but at that particular moment I didn't have the answer. That was one thing. And number two, I was just burnt out from working all day yesterday, and this is another point that I'm going to make. You got to know when you're burnt out, and you got to know when you got to stop. Number two, you got to know when you get a situation where you get annoyed and you get upset, how to shut the phone off and not answer the text message with a stupid remark like I did yesterday. When she asked me a question, I was upset, and I said back, listen, don't worry about it. I'm sorry to bother you. To a really good friend of mine that was calling me or texting me almost at midnight, trying to help me when she has the most busiest life with her family and her kids and her career. And I treated her like a jerk. I acted like such a jerk. And then when she replied to my super short message that I treated her short, then again, she put me in my place, and then I responded again with an unnecessary comment. That was super dumb of me to do that. Knowing better what to do and how to act when you're trying to land a deal. And I got emotional, and you can never get emotional. I should have just put the phone down, taken a break, taken a breather, and just relaxed, and then called her, instead of doing it via text message. Because I promise you that if I would have called her, I would have not treated her the way that I treated her via the text message. Because I would have been talking to my friend on the phone, I would have heard her voice, and there's no chance that I would have been the way that I was on the text message and treated her the way that I treated her on the text message. It was completely horrible. I felt horrible this morning when I woke up, because it happened at the end of the night last night, right before I cut it a day. It was just so unprofessional on my part. Number one, for text messaging instead of picking up the phone and calling my friend and talking to her. And number two, for not learning how to just stop and think before I made an answer or answered her and sent her an answer that was so inappropriate on my end. Just a little FYI for you guys. I wanted to give you that personal experience of mine of what not to do, especially with somebody in your warm market, one of your real good friends that you know cares about you, and then you treat them horrible because you don't take a moment. I didn't take a moment to think about my situation, and I reacted emotionally, and I made a huge mistake. I hope that helps, guys. I love you, man. Have a great night, guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.